Are you thinking about moving to the Boise area and considering Star or North Meridian? This one's gonna compare North Meridian versus Star, all the similarities, all the differences. Where's gonna be the best place for you considering everything that there is and isn't in those cities? So dive into this one. Let's go to Star and North Meridian. You're looking at the school ratings all wrong. When it comes to school ratings, you're gonna be tempted to actually determine which schools are the best by those school ratings. And I'm gonna tell you, school ratings matter for home values only. Why? Because people use those to determine where they're gonna move. I mean, I've seen it happen in North Meridian here in Paramount subdivision, where you've got an elementary and a high school in the same sub, and you've got a middle school, you know, right there close. So when you're looking at those school ratings, make sure you're looking at the right things because they're based off class size, diversity, national test scores, things that may or may not matter to you. And I've said this all the time on these videos. So when you're looking at that rating, an A-rated school might be the same as a B. It's just some sort of number, but you want to make sure you're not looking at D's and maybe a C- or F's or things like that, just because it does help determine home values. They say traffic's only getting worse in Star, but really that's only for this east-west street. This is the state highway that goes from Middleton all the way down to Eagle. If they expand this, things will change, but this goes through two small towns downtown where the speed limits change and you've got to have a little bit of a bottleneck. When it comes to north-south, that's Highway 16. That's being worked on right now. That's what you're seeing right now in the footage is that highway construction. So that's gonna alleviate a lot of pressure from this street, as well as Eagle Road and 10 Mile when you go up to North Meridian. Inevitably, there's always gonna be more cars in the street because more people are moving here, but they are building out the infrastructure to handle it, and they're doing it in big ways. Your options for North Meridian grocery are abundant. This is Lynn Richard, and you've got Winco here. I can literally see Fred Meyer across the street, and then 1 mile that way is Costco for some of your grocery, and then 1 mile south of that is Walmart for a lot of your grocery. All the options here. If you go 4 miles that way, you've got the Village. And across the street from the Village is the Albertsons Marketplace, which is a huge Albertsons, tons of restaurants inside. So there are plenty of options at North Meridian, and that's why when people choose North Meridian, they like it because it's kind of a city within itself. If you compare the options in Star to North Meridian, the land size is actually really similar. There's just a lot more cars, a lot more houses in Meridian. And so you're gonna find a lot more option, but just more traffic to get to and from within North Meridian. And Star is a lot less traffic, a couple options, and it kind of fits the laid back lifestyle. Both Star and North Meridian offer grocery. You'll find North Meridian has a lot more options when it comes to restaurants and groceries and shopping and things like that. But here in Star, we've got Albertsons here on the west end. You've got Ridley's on the east end. A few little tiny shops here and there between, like the old Star Merc, for example, is a tiny gas station with just basically a convenience store. That's what the long timers of Star would consider their old grocery store. So things are changing here, and while there's not a lot of options, there are a couple for you. Hey, if you're thinking about moving to the Boise area in the next 9 or 90 days, there's no greater compliment that I receive than a phone call, text, or email from you saying you're moving here and you want to get set up in the Buying in Boise blueprint. It's gonna help you not miss out on any homes, not overpay for a home, and not buy a lemon. Those 3 things are gonna help you in the most efficient way possible. Get yourself an Idaho driver's license and get yourself an Idaho license plate. Make yourself a full freedom-loving Idahoan. So get here, give me a call, text, or email, and we'll get you set up in the next 9 days, 90 days, whatever it is, we'll get you to Idaho. Hospitals in Star. This is as good as it gets. This is a tiny clinic in Star. This is St. Al's. There's also a St. Al's at Curtis in the freeway. It's about a half hour away. About a half hour plus to the St. Luke's downtown. About 20, 25 minutes to Eagle in the freeway to get to the St. Luke's there, and about 20 minutes to the St. Luke's in Nampa. There's also a St. Al's at Garrity in the freeway. That one's probably 20 minutes from here in Star. If you were to take that same time from North Meridian, because North Meridian is really just hop, skip, and a jump, probably shave off 5-7 minutes, and those are your times to get to St. Luke's and St. Al's there in North Meridian. Which home values are worth more when it comes to North Meridian versus Star? This is beautiful Bridge Tower West, located next to Bainbridge. You got Spurwink, you got Costco, Walmart, all of it's located right here. So homes in here go for more than the median price point, but the median price point in Star is actually higher than Meridian's. When you look at Star's median price point of about $550, compare that to North Meridian's at $525. A lot of that is Star's median price point has more acreage. Lowest price point in Star is actually lower than Meridian's. The highest price point in North Meridian is actually double of that of Star's. You have a lot of rim lots in North Meridian that overlook, and there's a couple parade homes right now that are worth $2, $3, $4, $5 million bucks. North Meridian might be more desirable in terms of location, how close it is to a lot of things. There's a ton
ton of residential homes, ton of shopping. You get a lot of value for your land in Star because it's next to Eagle. I mean, they connect. And when you go up from Eagle to North Meridian, there's a little bit of a jaunt there, you know, maybe just a few minutes, but there is enough space where the real estate is different. When we're looking at acreage in North Meridian, it actually is a little bit hard to find acre lots. This one is about an acre, 0.95 acres. This one's built by Clark & Co. One of my favorite builders in the whole valley. I love, love, love their style. As you can see, absolutely beautiful. This home is about 6,000 square feet, 5 bedroom, 5.5 bath, very new. North Meridian, 3 Corners Ranch. Take a look at the finishes of this Clark & Co. home. The finishes are absolutely stunning. Everything they do is to the nines. Say what you want about Boise's real estate, but it has been piping hot in the last 4 years and it's gonna continue to do so. To give you an example of one of Star Homes, this home is in Star River Ranch. This is built by Taylor Jean Homes, listed by Matt Boucher. This one is pending at $1.2 million, 4-bed, 3-bath, about 3,000 square feet on a half acre. This is a little pricier for Star, but it does give you a pretty good idea of what the home prices look like in Star, Idaho compared to North Meridian. Once upon a time, in fact, about 2 years ago, I had a client who wanted to be next to a park. They didn't end up next to Settlers Park, although there's a ton of houses here. They ended up next to Fuller Park, which is another great park, but let's talk about Settlers. Settlers and Kleiner are probably the top 2 parks here in Meridian. Settlers has pickleball, tennis, horseshoes, cornhole, about 4, 5, 6 baseball fields, has an awesome play area for the kids, splash pad, has movie nights in the summer. This place is my favorite park in North Meridian. This is Settlers Park. It's on the southern tip of North Meridian. Absolutely love it. Other parks include Kleiner Park, Heroes Park, Kelly Creek Park, Crosby Park, Gable Park, Kingsley Park, Chateau, 8th Street, Champion, Tolley Park, and I already mentioned Fuller Park. Star also has a lot of parks, not as many as North Meridian, probably based on sheer numbers alone. Wagon Tails Park, Pavilion Park, Freedom Park, Hunter Creek Sports Park, that's the one off of Main Street, Star Riverwalk Park, Blake Haven. They also have the Boise River that also provides some good walks near the river. Keep in mind, Boise River is basically the dividing point between North Meridian and Star. However, Riverfront is only in Star and not North Meridian. So which one's my favorite, North Meridian or Star? This might surprise you because when I do these videos, there's so much to film in North Meridian. Not as much in Star. Star's a little bit more quaint, a little more out there, but that fits me. I would probably rather be in Star than North Meridian. When you're in Star, you're actually shopping in North Meridian a little bit. There are some grocery stores like we went over in the video, but because of this video, I feel like a good video for you to watch next would be the top 10 neighborhoods in North Meridian. Go watch that there and give me your comments. If I missed something in North Meridian or Star, give me a comment below. I can make a video about that. I can answer your question directly. And if you need to get in touch, remember, brian@brianhymas.com, or text or call me, and we'll get you set up in the Buying in Boise Blueprint and make you a full-fledged, freedom-loving Idahoan. St. Luke's at Meridian. Let's try it again. This street, which is the highway, let's try it again. That's pretty much true for the south. And they say traffic's only getting worse for Star, but when it comes to this, man, I'm really struggling here. Let's go back. Ready? Oh man, the wind. You guys see me a second. All right, ready? Let's go. Real quick, oh, that's strong. If you're thinking about moving to the Boise area, man, why am I having such trouble? This is like, I do this every time.